like that other guy, I was like, oh, maybe I could steal this guy over for Paul.
right, yeah. Well, that's the thought. Hey, listen, Drew. This is Nick.
How you doing?
He's been with us since November, so he came in after our other mechanic, who's no longer with us, sealed your shaft. And what you'll see is right here on the sealing surface on your hub had a groove, and that's why the new seal was not sealing. This surface right here, where I'm tapping with my finger, that's where a bearing runs. And so it should look like this. So here's groove and no groove. So we've got one we've got one that we keep a spare. So we've got one that we're going to put on. One of the other guys here, Nate, noticed that your lid is cracked right here. Now we've not. It doesn't appear to be leaking, but I've got a used lid if you'd like us to put a used lid on. Or, of course, if it did leak, it's not going to be a severe leak. But so I just wanted to know if you want me to figure out what a used lid is, and see what else. Oh yeah. And the other thing that he noticed was that we're seeing some leakage up here under the head. So there is a specific. Of course, we didn't fool with that. But anyway, But we're going to do is there's a specific torque sequence to torque these fasteners, and we're just going to go through and make sure everything is torqued properly. And I can't remember if this engine was rebuilt in your past or not, because I think all we did was detail. I need to go back and look. But anyway, these had to be torqued probably 5 or 6 times before some of the fasteners quit moving. And that's kind of standard whenever you replace a head gasket. Like if you've replaced a head gasket or had that done, then you torque it once, you bring it to operating temperature, you torque it again, and then it turns out about 5 more times before all of the fasteners don't move. So anyhow, we're working on getting this sealed up for you. The fuel gauge was bad. And our fuel gauge restorer is taking care of that right now. It was not the sender; it was the gauge itself that we had built for you. So anyway, I just wanted to fill you in on where we're at. Obviously, I'll have to charge you for this part, but not for the other parts. Not for the gasket here. Not for the seal. This should have been done right the first time, and this was an issue the first time and should have been replaced the first time we messed with it, but it wasn't. Okay, so that is where we're at on your project today, and it'll be completed next week sometime. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon.